everyone, it's Krista and welcome to my channel. Today is Mixed Media Frenzy and we are scraplifting that layout you see in the upper right hand corner. So I love this layout because it's my favorite kind of mixed media layout. It's that grungy look that I totally love. So first what I'm doing is I am gessoing my paper with some clear gesso, and this is Vicki Bouton's foundation paper that I'm using. And I am going to cut a 1/4 of an inch off of each side of the papers because I am going to back it with another paper, which you will see in a minute, kind of like how they have theirs. I don't know if you can really tell, but they do have another paper underneath theirs. But first I'm going to rough up the edges a little bit with my distress tool. Now this layout has a lot of stamping. Most of it's just stamping. I don't really see any watercolors going on or anything like that. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a lot of stamping. So I decided to use this Halloween paper that I had, and it's a checkered side on the other side, which was perfect because I am sticking to the colors they have there. I am going to do orange and black because I have the perfect photo of my daughter, which I was able to print the photo out with the background being black and white, and then her standing out in her orange Halloween shirt and her orange hair, which was super cute. So I took some of my scrap papers from my autumn kits and also my Halloween kits. And these were some of the cards, cut apart cards, that were in one of the, I can't remember which fall collection it was, but it was by Echo Park. It might have been Hello Fall. And I decided to use a couple of these to back my photo. So that's what I'm doing here. And then I'm just using my distress tool to distress the edges a little bit. And then I'm going to put the whole thing on top of this. And then you're going to see me come in with another white piece, and I'm going to back the whole thing with that. Because as you can see, they have many layers going on their layout with their photo. There is plenty of layers there. So that's what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to build up some layers behind my photo, kind of like how they did. So now I have this white piece that I kind of gutted out already, as you see there. I used it for a die, not a cut file. And I'm just going to trim it down a little bit. And then I'm going to do some mixed media on that white piece as well. So as you can see on one of their pieces, they have some stitching, it looks like, going around it. And it looks like, I don't think it's real stitching, I think it's a stamp. And I happen to have those. So I'm using some stitch stamps to go around the border of that white piece that's going to go around my picture. Kind of going to work like a frame almost of stitching going around my photo. So I'm using black archival ink, and the reason I'm using black archival ink is because it doesn't smudge and it dries quickly, and it works really well on any type of mixed media. So you can like use watercolors on top of it or anything like that, and it won't run or anything like that. So now what I'm doing is I am sticking my picture back on top like that. And I like how the stitches frame it. I never thought of doing that before, and I thought it was a really cool idea. So I really like that about that layout. So, and I really like the way it looked with my photo. And now what I'm going to do, I'm just trying to figure out where I'm going to put my photo. So I kind of marked it with a pencil off camera. And now I'm going to go in with this color. I thought it was a deeper orange, but then when I stamped it down, it kind of looked like a pinkish red. So I did not like that. So you're going to see how I'm going to fix that in a minute. But first I'm coming in with this Bow Bunny stamp, and it's kind of going to do a lot of my orange, which I thought this was orange, but not really an orange. And I'm going to use that stamp. It's a mixed media stamp that are on here that I got a long time ago from Tuesday Morning. I use it quite a bit whenever I do a lot of mixed media stamping. And now I'm just kind of going in with my fingers in the stamp, and I'm just stamping like crazy. There's no right or wrong way of doing this. I always say that. I know you guys hear me say that all the time. So in the meantime, while I'm looking at that I didn't really like the color, I decided to come in with my stitch stamp and do some more stitching. Fake stitching, that is. And they have that all on their layout. So this kind of like, they're just like kind of building their layers basically of mixed media. And that's basically what I'm doing. And this is a very grungy looking layout. So if you don't like this type of layout, then this isn't a video for you. Because this is very grungy looking and I love that look. I don't know what it is. I think the mixed media on it, the stamping and everything, it just makes it look so, so cool. So I'm just going to keep going. And I'm coming in with all my different stitch stamps. And I just keep kind of like doing them, not perfect, just any which way that I like. And kind of filling it in over that stamp I already did in that orangey color, which it's not orange. I don't know what color it is. It said peony, but it's an art philosophy stamp that I got in a Hip Kit Club kit. And it just wasn't the right orange. But I'm going to fix it. You'll see in a minute. So what I'm doing here is I'm kind of going with the stitching still, and I'm going along all the edges of the white paper to kind of look like I stitched around it, which I really didn't because I didn't want to. So I'm using my stamp stitch. I have to say I am lazy when it comes to, and I have a sewing machine, but I'm just lazy. I don't want to take it out and do stitching on my layouts. I don't know what it is. It's not for me. I've done it on a few layouts though, when I've been like really in the mood, but not very often. Not as often as I really should have. So I use and when I found that stamp that looks like stitching, I was like, oh, this is awesome. Oh, so this is where I come in with the orange. So now this is an archival ink and it's marmalade, and this definitely did it. So as you can see, it's turning orange now. So I went on top of it, and I think it actually helped because it made it look a little bit more grungier, which I really liked. So yeah, it kind of helped. So it was like a meant to be thing, I guess. But yeah, and that's how it's gonna go. And now I'm gonna come in with this stencil that I got a long time ago on Amazon. I think I got it, or I might have got it on scrapbook.com. But it's a mixed media. They have all different cool looking things on their stencils that you can use on mixed media backgrounds. And I decided to use this one because I wanted to bring a little bit more black in to my layout. It just felt like there was a little too much orange, and I wanted to tone it down a little bit. So I rubbed with my Distress Oxide black ink, and I just did it in a few spots on both sides and on the top and the bottom of my photo, where my photo is going to go, like that. And then I had these really cool things. They're like stickers, and I really like using these. I use them quite a bit, and I've bought a lot of them. I got them at in the sticker collection, of course, at Hobby Lobby, and I just think they look really cool on layouts like this. So I decided to use this one here that looks like a little chain, and I'm using it on the top and the bottom, and I'm also going to use it on both sides as well. And I really like the way that looks. And while I'm doing that, I want to remind you all not to forget to check out the other ladies in Mixed Media Frenzy. I will have their links down below, so make sure you check them out. And they do we all have, it's so cool how we all have different takes on these layouts or sketches that we do each week, and it's super fun to do. And I hope you guys are playing along. You need to get your stuff out, get your stamps out, get your paints out, whatever you got, get it out and start playing. That's what you got to do. You just got to start playing with it. So now what I'm doing is I am taking out some more stamps. These were Halloween stamps I had, and I had these little candy corns, and I thought they would look cute with the orange, kind of just in certain spots, and I'm just sticking them wherever. And then I went in with the pumpkin, and this was a mistake. So I'm going to show you how you cover up a mistake. I laugh at myself when I make mistakes. So then I thought, okay, let me go over it with black. So I didn't like that either. I just didn't like the pumpkin like that. I'm just like, it just doesn't look right. So gonna fix that too, don't worry. So now what I'm doing is I am going to go with this long title, which is Trick or Treat, Smell My Feet, Give Me Something Good to Eat. Now this stamp terrifies me because it is so big that I'm afraid that when I stamp it down, it's not going to stamp down correctly. And the first time I did this, it didn't stamp down correctly, which you will see. See? So I decided to go over it again, which I got it pretty good, not too bad, and it's not going to bother me, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with the way that looks now. So with stamping, this stuff, you're going to run into it. But there are certain things that you can fix and you can cover up if you don't like it, like my pumpkins, which you'll see in a minute. I'm going to end up coming in with some stickers that I had on one of my sticker sheets that look like these pumpkins that I stamped down. So it kind of worked out and it covered them, and I was very happy. And it did look a lot better too when I came in with the stickers, so it was kind of a good thing. So then I came in with these little stars, and I decided to do those in black, and I just kind of randomly just putting in where I thought I needed something, and I'm just kind of randomly going around. And yeah, now see how messy this looks and grungy? That's that look. And I love theirs. I mean, we're not supposed to copy exactly what their layout looks like. We want to make it our own in our own techniques, in our own way, and that's what I did here. So I hope you guys like it and see we're just using it like as inspiration. So now I have this little stickers that I've been using for a lot of my Halloween layouts, and there's like a little shaker pocket pumpkin, and it's super cute. So I used that one because it was perfect. And then I came in with these little candy corns, and I liked them. And then this is where I came in with these little pumpkins. And see how the pumpkins are almost like the actual stamp that I used? So it kind of worked. So what I did is I popped them up on some craft foam and stuck them each one of these little corners here. And I liked the way it looked. And it came out really nice. So it worked out. So you can always fix things. Just got to keep going and not let it frustrate you, and just keep playing. That's what I do. And I just keep going. And I make mistakes plenty of times. And there's lots of times I want to trash my thing because I don't like it. But this one, I started liking it. And it turned out really nice. So, yeah. So I'm going to come in now with some of these stars that were on this sheet that I had. And this is just stuff that I have in my stash for my Halloween kits that I've had for a while. And I've been using a lot of them. I've done a lot of Halloween layouts. So this will be my last one right here. And now I'm going to come in, and I used my Riped Pumpkin Distress Oxide. And I wet it down, and I'm just going to do some splatters. And then you'll come in, and then I'm going to come in with the black acrylic paint, and I'm going to water that down, and I will do some black splatters, which you'll see now. And that's it. That's all I do. And that's quite enough, I think, because there is a lot going on this page. But I do like it. I like the way it turned out. Stamping is, you gotta like really be brave with stamping, because it can be hard to do. And I was very afraid of stamping for quite a long time. So if you are like that, I feel ya. But I'm getting used to it, and that's a good thing. So there's the layout. Here are your close-ups. There's that little shaker pumpkin. Isn't it cute? I love it. And yeah, there's all the stenciling, all the stamping. Now you can see it all up close, and I really do like the way it turned out. I hope you guys do too. If you're not subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you. Just hit that red subscribe button and don't forget to hit the bell so you get notified every time I post a new video. And guys, don't forget, give me some thumbs ups and some comments. I love to hear from you guys. And I want to thank you for watching, and remember, stay crafty. Bye.